95% of our lives are run and created by our subconscious mind programming. Imagine if your subconscious mind is running many negative, disempowering, and self-sabotaging programs. How will that 95% of your life turn out to be? Would you like help to change your subconscious programming into something that works for you and set it to attract and create everything you desire? Join Tamra Oviatt in her show Metaprogramming and the Human Biocomputer here on OMTimes, where she will connect to the source energy and change your subconscious programming by deleting your negative belief systems. Tamra is the founder of Sacred Activations, a subconscious metaprogramming modality that rewires your brain and shifts hundreds of your belief systems so you can break away from lack, pain, and suffering and take control of what you want to create in your life. Tamra has helped hundreds of thousands of people worldwide, and she is here to help you too. It's not about fighting what you don't want. It's about creating what you do want. And the only way to do that is to change and upgrade your subconscious programming. Let Tamra help you create magic in your world. Tune in every week at Metaprogramming and the Human Biocomputer.
Hi, everybody. Welcome. I'm so excited you're here. Welcome to the show. We have a public-private session we're going to do today. And when we have a public-private session, it's really cool because this person is really brave and standing up and coming forward and allowing me to work on her and you guys to receive the same activations and deactivations she's receiving. If you need them, and they'll help you also. So when I get really honored to do public-private sessions, we have a lot more coming up in the future. So make sure you sign up if you want to be in a public-private session with us. This is shared everywhere. So just know that, okay? And if you're good with that, fantastic. We would absolutely love to help you move forward because that's really what this show is all about. Is helping you to get in your power. And by doing that, my way of doing that is shifting your subconscious programs, which run 95% of our lives. 5% of the day, we are consciously thinking about things and creating, and 95% of the time, we're just running off the programming that's there. So when we're shifting that 95%, whatever percentage of that is negative programming, and we're shifting it into positive programming, then guess what? 95% of your life is ran by your subconscious mind. And if you have the right programming, the 5% of your day that you're consciously creating, it becomes much more powerful because automatically your subconscious mind is creating for you the programs you desire to experience. So do you understand? We're upgrading your software programs so that you are more in control of your day and doing what you want to do and having the kind of day you really want instead of running on old programs of getting mad at people or whatever it is in your life, or you're hiding or you're sick, whatever that is. Those can all be shifted to positive programs where you're in your power. And it's automatically creating for you behind the scenes, and the stuff just starts showing up. And so we're also going to help you stop the spin out, because you get spun out in these belief systems or sicknesses. And it just spins you and spins you and spins you and spins you, and your whole day, that's going on in your head. I know, I just went through it. I had really high blood pressure. I went to the doctor and they put me on medication, and they're all, you have to be on this rest of your life. And I was spinning out in it, pissed off about it. And I started really working on myself. And then I did some research and found out, potassium, magnesium are huge for heart health. And I live in the tropics. So those are salts. So you burn through a lot of those. Plus with the healing work I do, I burn through a lot of magnesium anyways. And I wasn't taking enough. And then when I did my blood test, it showed I was low in salts. What is that? Magnesium, potassium. So here's my conventional doctor. Here, you have to take this and this. And then I went to this doctor that I'll go to sometimes and get vitamin IVs and stuff. I had some stem cell shots in my hip. My hip's doing fantastic. At one point, I thought I was going to have surgery. And it's like, there's no way I'm going down that road. I'm never having another surgery in my life. I'm over it. So he even told me, you'll have to stay on this rest of your life. And I started taking my magnesium and my potassium. And I worked on myself about all of this. And within 2 weeks, maybe 10 days, I was off of all the medication. I didn't need it. So, but the reason I'm sharing this with you is because I spun out in it for a couple of weeks. I was taking my blood pressure 10 times a day. I was driving my husband crazy. He's all, just take your pill and calm down. I'm like, no. No, I'm not, And so it shifted. Which is fantastic. Was it just the energy work that I did? Was it the vitamins? Well, it was both. And the energy work I did helped me balance out my vitamins. And it's also totally changed my food habits, my eating habits, and what I put in my body. I figure, I've got at least another 35 years on this planet, really 36 minimum. And I want to be as healthy as I possibly can be moving forward. So I've really got my food stuff. I'm working on it really strongly. And I feel amazing. I really do. And I just keep getting better. And I'm excited about that because I'm excited to connecting with everybody for the next 36 years. I want to continue being able to work and do webinars and move us into our hearts, into peace, into love, into joy, into happiness. Because that's all we have to do is if our hearts are full of peace, love, joy, and happiness, our subconscious mind is full of that, then whatever we desire shows up. And it shows up fast. So I have some things I can't talk about right now, but these magical things are happening in my life. And I'm blown away and excited and knowing that, of course, I did create this, and when I can talk about it, I will. But right now I can't. And there's a couple things that are just huge that I'm just so excited about. And I'm just so excited about life. I love life. It's so much fun. I get to go do water aerobics on Friday with a bunch of senior citizens, and I'm really excited about it. I used to do water ballet when I was younger, and I've done water aerobics. I love it. And I just saw a post. They do it on Tuesdays, which I can't do today because they're doing it right now, and on Friday. So Friday, I'm gonna go join in. And it's seriously like 3 blocks from my house. I could walk over there. So it's the little things in life that are what's exciting. I mean, I have honey. I use natural honey, and I have it in a bowl of water on my counter. And Mike told me that we have these little micro ants. They came up the wall. They came in the house, this huge freeway of them, right? And then they come over to the honey, but it's not up against the wall. So they were building a bridge from the wall over to the honey to get to it. And I said, did you take a picture? I want to see that. How cool is that? Ants, they're incredible. They're amazing. This planet that we get to live in and live on is just absolutely incredible. And if you're seeing anything different but that, work on yourself till that's all you see. Because the rest of it's just a matrix game that's playing out. Really, all we have to do is be in happiness and joy within us. And then we won the game. When you're in happiness and joy, you won the game, because it's just a video game. We're here playing. Do I get spun out? Yeah, I get spun out. You know, I get caught up in programs and I catch myself and I pull myself out. So, you know, I mean, I went down the COVID and vaccine road where I got really sick. I got the vaccine and then I got really sick, and I got really sick. And I made it out of it. I had what was called long COVID. I made it out of it. And but I would spin out in it because it just overwhelms you, the consciousness of it. So sickness is just a consciousness. Our limitations are just a consciousness, just a subconscious program. And some of these are huge. Well, all of them are collective consciousness programs. So when we get out of those, we're helping, like dominoes, you know, millions of people around the world pull it out of that too. And they're just games. They're just collective consciousness. They're just programs. That's all they are. And we just keep pulling out of them, you know, and then plug into happy, happy, joy, joy. Seriously, that's all you got to do. And when you're in happy, happy, joy, joy, everything's created for you. Everything. And is there programs to spin out in? Yeah, there's a lot of them. You know, they're in so many different categories. You want to spin out in money? There you go. You know, do you want to spin out in health? Here you go. Career, showing up, being authentic, being, you know, a different color or different sexuality. I mean, there's so many different areas of programs that we can plug into that spin us out and keep us busy. And then we're not focusing on what we truly desire to create. You know, so that's why I'm here. That's what I'm doing. My life, I don't even recognize myself almost from year to year. I keep changing so much, and I'm so thankful I do, you know, because I get excited about ants. I mean, seriously, we've got 1,000 ants in the house, and I'm excited how cute they are. We have a fountain in our backyard. Probably 400 bees go there and drink water every day, and I'm so excited about it. Oh, look at all the bees. How cool is this? Most people are trying to get rid of the bees in their fountain. Us, we're making sure they got proper clean water, you know, so that they're fueled and they're ready to go. And to me, that's what brings me excitement. So what brings you excitement? What brings you joy? Focus on that. Is it painting? Is it clay? Is it walking at the beach? Is it playing with your dog? Is it going for a cup of tea with your favorite friend? Whatever that is, do more of that. Make sure you do more of that. Because we can get caught up in just being busy and working all the time. I know I can do that. I mean, when I first started Sacred Activations, sometimes I'd work 70 hours a week. I was up answering emails at 2:30 in the morning this morning to my staff and stuff, and even a client. So it's important to be able to move and do what brings you joy. Me, I'm going to go do water aerobics on Friday. Wednesday, I'm going to yoga. I haven't been to yoga in over a month, and boy, do I miss it. So, you know, what is it that brings you joy? What is it that brings you happiness? Make sure you take time out for that. It's so important, you guys. It's so, so important. So we have Debs is our private session here. Is she ready?
Yes, she's here.
Okay, you want to bring her on, and then Debs is going to go ahead and read her bio and what she wants to work on. It's easier for me reading it loud in public. I'm not very good at it because I grew up dyslexic. I'm much better at that now. Say about 90%, but as far as reading in public, I haven't gotten past that part yet. So it'll go much smoother if Debs reads this for us. Thanks, Debs.
You're welcome. So this is Melissa, who spent the first 40 years hiding from every emotional problem that she had. She always considered this to be her superpower, until she started getting sick. And then she found Reiki and started to discover her spiritual side. Years later, she found you, Tamra, and after 4 courses and a level 1 practitioner, she found it helped her tremendously. She's having a hard time recognizing her emotions because of not dealing with them for so long. So she thinks she's fearful of things in life, especially when she read this email and had the fear of it and thought doing this, she knows she needed to do this. So it's the fear that's holding her back.
Hi, Melissa. Welcome. Debs, can you spotlight us?
She's on with you.
Okay, good.
Hi, Tamra.
Hi, honey. Nice to meet you.
You too.
So thank you for doing this. Seriously. Thank you for doing this. We are going to, I'm looking at the timing. I'm thinking we need to take a commercial break. I'm sorry, you guys, because once I get started on her, I want to just keep going. And we have to have a commercial break within the next 12 minutes. And I don't think that's enough time. So, but we can run them early. So let's run the break early. You guys come back. And as soon as we come back, I'm going to work on Melissa and whatever you have going on. That's like Melissa being fearful, showing up. We're going to run a bunch of activations. Okay. So we'll be back in 2 minutes. Thank you.
OMTimes TV. Imagine becoming a super influencer. Reinvent yourself, invest in your brand, and then manifest your success with a robust spheric approach. OMTimes Media and Broadcasting offers a unique and multifaceted way to become the spiritual and conscious influencer you deserve to be by putting your message across our powerful platform with its proven record of integrity and excellence. Through our produced shows, OMTimes offers the opportunity to become a social media TV personality, a radio show host, an OMTimes magazine columnist, and a syndicated podcaster, all in one shot. By live streaming your show on OMTimes TV and broadcasting it across the extensive OMTimes radio and TV networks, you become more than a host. You become an ambassador and a force for positive change. OMTimes. Open yourself to the possibilities. Do you want to go deeper into sacred activations, which is a subconscious metaprogramming process? Tamra Oviatt is inviting you to visit her website at tamraoviatt.com to sign up and get lifetime access to free 7 activations that you can listen to anytime you want or as often as you need. If you like what Tamra does and like to incorporate sacred activations into your life, she also offers live webinars, masterclasses, and practitioners training to further support your healing, manifestations, and expansion. There are hundreds of activations on her website that address different aspects of your life: money, health, relationships, intuitive abilities, and more. Head over to her website at tamraoviatt.com and experience the magic of sacred activations. Thank you for listening.
If I could be you, and you could be me for just 1 hour. If we could find a way to get inside each other's minds. Walk a mile in my shoes. Walk a mile in my shoes. Well, before you abuse, criticize, and accuse. Walk a mile in my shoes.
Okay, sweetheart. So let's start working with you. So I want you to focus on the emotions and what that means for you to let them go. And I'm hearing we're going to do some timeline work, you guys. So you might find yourself, because this isn't going to be a guided meditation, I'm not taking you there, okay? But I'm going into your timeline and looking at past lives. So this guy, you guys, this is also happening for you, and we're removing programs from your past lives or your childhood that are really affecting you now. And then we'll bring in the energy of empowerment. to that, to replace that program. I go much more into that in timeline and parallel universes. I'm not going to do that now, but I'm going to let you know it's one of the processes I'm going to be doing. Plus, I'm going to be running activations. Okay. And some of the activations is Fear of the Future, Unmasked. And Unmasked is really about allowing to see you and for you being able to see others for who they are. It's important for both. So Unmasked, it also helps with the worldview, you know, of seeing the world the way it is, or seeing the truth about it. You know what I mean? Not the illusion that's shown to you, but to be able to see the truth of it. So Unmasked is so important. So I'm going to start with those two in your timeline. And while I'm doing this, I will bring in other activations that I'm doing. And so I'll tell you guys what I'm doing, but I'm going to just stay connected. And anything I see or to share with you, I'll do that at the end. So I don't break off from my focus on what I'm doing. Okay. So you ready?
Yes.
All right, you guys. So I'm just going to connect to source energy. Best thing for you to do is just close your eyes and allow the process. Let your thoughts go over where you go, because it doesn't matter where they are. It's going to clear what it's supposed to for you. Also, healthy boundaries, not your doormat, anger and resentment. Inner child. I'm also going to run the activation. It's called 0 to 7. 0 to 7 is where we received a lot of our programming. So if your thought goes back into your childhood, that's why. And 0 to 7 goes back to conception. Okay, removing programs out of your timeline. I'm also hearing God hates us all. So any religious doctrine that's affecting you, we're letting that go now. Fear of the future, fear of failure, fear of intimacy. Shaman beliefs. Somebody just posted, where is God when I need him? So abandoned by God. Anxiety, overwhelm. So removing all those programs we're removing out of your timeline, they're being replaced with happy, happy, joy, joy. And confidence. Heartstrings. I see a lot of heartstrings connected to you. Okay, bring your energy into Mother Earth. Now, after doing this, your emotions could be coming up for a couple days. It might not come up for a couple days, might come up right away. Just understand you're transforming and you're clearing this energy out. And when it's gone, it's gone. Don't make any rash, major life decisions for 3 weeks. Let the energy settle. Don't just go out and act. I had someone tell me last week they quit their job because of the activations. And it's like, wait, give it 3 weeks for it to process before you make any life-changing decisions. Because it's your energy is shifting and changing. So, honey, how are you doing?
Good. Very emotional. Wow.
Yeah,
Thank you
good.
so much.
You're so welcome. Do you have anything that you want to just stop talking right now, or is there anything else you
Yeah.
want to share? That's okay. Thank you for doing this with everybody. Go pound your pillow, go cry in your pillow, get some rest, drink a lot of water. And remember, it's shifting, it's shifting, it's shifting. Okay, honey? We did a lot of work today. Past life stuff where I really went into your childhood. When I went back, I didn't see anything I needed to clear there. It brought me back to your childhood. I didn't
Mhm.
exactly see what was going on. I heard it wasn't necessary because it's not. And then so we just pulled the program and filled it in with happy, happy, joy, joy.
Awesome.
Okay. All right. So get some rest. And thank you so much for doing this.
Thank you.
Thank you, honey. So you guys, we're here for you. We're here for you. We have webinars going on all the time. As a matter of fact, if you're on this live, tomorrow is nanobite technology. Ooh, I'll get deeper into that, not live, but in the private, our session. Dying to live. The dying to live is we're always dying or thinking of our death, and we're dying to live. So when we shift that energy out, we can live without thinking of dying. You know what I mean? Soul and balance, body, hate, and blame, blood pressure and heart health, and also doing lymph system. So this is going to be 6 activations you're going to get on this call, and they're individual activations. So each one is going to be recorded separately for you. It's really good. It's different from the masterclass. You get a lot out of it. Make sure you check out the website. Also, if you like what I'm doing, you're seeing changes, look at the practitioner training if you want to go deeper. It really helps. There's, hundreds and hundreds of activations, and we're here to support you. We're here to help you grow. We're here to help you live a happier life, and however that is for you. So come back and listen to this again. It'll even shift you more. It's not something you have to do for 30 days standing on your head or twiddling your thumb. You choose how often you want to listen to it. But what we did today is going to continue shifting you for days, weeks, and even months. You'll see more shifts and growth. I've seen activations that over like a 2-year period, family constellations for me was this activation that I just kept watching it shifting and changing my relationships with my family. And it kept evolving and changing and shifting. It didn't all happen at once, but it kept getting more magical. And I have a great relationship with most of the people. Anybody I choose to have a relationship with in my family, we have great relationships. And they used to judge me all the time because I was a healer. They'd talk about me. I was the talk of the party if I wasn't there. Now they all love me. So because I changed myself, I didn't change them. They don't listen to me. I changed me. And the way they treat me is because I changed me. So I want you guys to understand that. When we feel that we're judging somebody or somebody's judging us, go work on yourself. Don't worry about them. There's no one out there. It's all in here. And all of it is to treat you lessons or whatever that is for you to learn from. So, and the best way to learn, I think, is through happiness and joy. We don't have to do it through suffering or pain. And there's belief systems out there that if you have suffering and pain, you learn more or you get closer to God. Those are all just old religious programs that are no longer necessary. And you don't learn more by suffering. You learn more by happiness and joy. You learn more by getting out and enjoying yourself. So remember that. And when you get spun out, pull yourself out of it. You can do that. And also for healers, you know, we don't have to go through suffering to help others or to really know what it's like. We don't have to do that. So that's really important too, because that's a huge belief system out there in the collective consciousness. I know, I've been in it. And I've pulled myself out of it. And then I spun out again. And I pulled myself out of it. You know, so the faster we recognize where we're spinning out and go there and clear that energy out so that we're back on our path of happy, happy, joy, joy. Because that's really what it is. So if it's anything in your life that is not happy, happy, joy, joy, get back on your line and do happy, happy, joy, joy. Really, truly. We have a lot of people popping in. I guess they don't know the time change. So anyways, if you're listening to this on Spotify or or iHeart, or YouTube or Facebook, wherever you're seeing this, if you're not on live, I do this live on Tuesdays on Zoom so I can connect with you. I'm looking at a lot of people right now, and it gives me energy to do all of this with all of you because I get to see all of you and I see what needs to be done, what activations need to be ran. So when you're on live, it just makes it that much more powerful, really, for everyone. So, but I'm not taking away from the replay because the power's there. I've had people that do activations that I recorded 10 years ago. The energy's there. It's source energy. It doesn't go away. I'm the facilitator. I'm the mouthpiece. But God's source energy, whatever you want to call it, that's the healer. That's where the energy comes from. So anyways, you guys, we have a lot of stuff coming up. I need to tell you about this because my writer's been asking me information about it. So we have a manifestation class coming up. It's going to be by donation, and we're going to be working on manifesting, doing our magic tree. And I have another magic tree on my wall. I wrote 4 things down. All 4 came true. I'll talk about them in another video because there's something I can't talk about. I wrote another magic tree down, what I wanted, and I wrote down 100% healthy, and my energy just started shifting, and my food then followed up. I mean, it's just everything that's making me 100% healthy is happening. So, which is fantastic. Anyways, I'm working on that. I just made a 3rd one. I want to have my house paid off in full by January 2023. I'm really happy and excited about that. So I'm working on creating that. So come join me. This is going to be a class about manifestation. That's what this class is all about. It's by donation, and it's going to be fantastic. And then following up that, I'll have 4 weeks called the Money Blueprint. And we will be going through your before life 1 week, clearing all the energy. These are going to be master classes. I'm going to be running at least 15 or more activations. And then we're going to go through your childhood 0 to 7, clear all those programs. And then we're going 7 to now in the 3rd week. And then the 4th week is all about spirituality and money and all of that stuff. So we clear all of those programs so that we can truly be in power of creating really what we want. So it's called the Money Blueprint, and the manifestation class is totally by donation. The other class can be by sliding scale to make it more affordable for people. So anybody, most people can join this 4 weeks. Anybody can join the 1st week for sure. Anyways, I've talked your head off. Melissa, thank you so much for being here today and doing this. Thank you everybody for being here and joining us. And I look forward to next week. I've got Dr. David coming on. He's a sacred activations practitioner. He works with people. He's an MD, but he also works with people with IV treatment for different things and ailments that they have to help them. So I'm really excited to have him on, and I'll also be running some sacred activations. So definitely come back. Let me know how you're doing. Join the website. You get 7 free activations by joining the website, plus hours and hours and hours of content of free healing, plus tons of webinars and trainings. Whatever works for you, we're here for you. And I'm so excited you guys are showing up, and the numbers just keep growing and growing, and I'm so happy about that. I'm so thankful and grateful for every single one of you, and I look forward to sharing some really exciting news as soon as I can. Okay, so have an absolutely amazing day. Thank you, everybody.